How you guys doing? Well, I'm back working on the 7600. It is still in pieces. Really haven't done anything to it yet. We do have to remove this other cylinder off of it yet. But what I've said in a different video, if I posted it, this cylinder is actually loose as opposed to the other side, which was locked up tight. And I can actually move it on that pin down there. So, feeling pretty good about that. What we have coming is these dampener washers that go, there's 4 on each side of the cylinder on the arms, 2 new seal kits, and this bolt up here, which we are gonna have to tap out because all the thread is gone. But that is actually going to lead me to my next project, and while I'm saying it, we actually went ahead and we ordered all the hydraulic oil for this tractor. That is going to be a video also, as long as I'm here. We're going to drop the hydraulic oil out of this tractor. It's 27 gallons, so it's going to be getting all new hydraulic oil, new hydraulic filters. The reason being is that when we cracked off the lower end of the cylinder, one of those pins, it actually is tapped into the transmission, and we actually got an awful lot of water, hydraulic with water in it, which is a very, very good indicator that it needs to be replaced. Now, that bolt I pointed to you guys at that we had actually lost, I did not know that it was not on here anymore, is actually off of this piece, which goes through here in a fashion. Yeah, whatever. But it came off here, which allowed this whole piece, which is what the SMV sign bolts to, it allowed it to vibrate, and as you can see here, I got stress fracture, or metal fatigue, if you want to call it, here, and runs all the way down through there. Now, I will get it welded one way or the other. I'm actually going to go with the torch and just do, it's a type of brazing, I don't know the exact term of it, but I'm basically just going to heat it up, get both sides really, really hot, and actually melt them back together. That actually I learned from college. I went to NICC, Northeast Iowa Community College, the John Deere Ag Technician program at Kalmar, Iowa. Great class, great course. I'm not being paid to say that, by the way, but people ask where I went to school. The course is great. My internship sucked, but it's not the school's fault. So what I'm going to do right now is I already got the torch set up. I got the end switched out. I'm going to set you guys up. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. If you can't see what I'm doing, I'll at least turn the camera back on and show you my progress. Alright. I did a pretty good job of getting it welded back together. I didn't include any braze or anything. This is purely, my camera will do it justice. How's that? This is purely just welding the steel that was already there back together. All I did was I got a little pool of liquid steel worked up here. Then you just gradually work the torch back and forth. Then gradually work it down the brake. Worked out pretty slick. I actually like it like this because it's subtle. I can go through and paint this green again, and I probably won't even think twice of noticing a big ugly weld on there. It did a pretty good job penetrating all the way through. I'm going to actually clean this up a little bit, hit it with a wire brush, and I'm going to spray paint it back green again. Really not too worried about it fracturing out again. The reason it did it in the first place is because that bolt fell out. If the bolt doesn't fall out again, it really shouldn't break. Now I do have it. It's pretty warm yet. Try not to burn my fingers again, but it is, I'll give you that, a little thinner now from where I heated it together, but it's a nice solid penetration. If I would do anything else to it, I would leave the weld on the top side, which I like it, it's pretty subtle. But I would actually go through and take some brazing rod and actually fill this gap in. And I haven't put it on back on yet. I actually may go ahead and put some braze down in there just to save myself the trouble. But yeah, at least this is a nice simple on-farm fix. I didn't have to go buy a new plate, which would be really silly too, just for a little crack like that. That would have gotten a lot worse. Those actually are known. Oh, I can't say it because we've only had the 7400 and the 76, but the 7400, it had a different top link design on it, and it put a lot of weight directly on this plate. Say the 76, that arm back here, if that bolt hadn't fallen out, say that bolt, a lot of the weight would have transferred from the rod holding the top link up through the plate and to that bolt. So the problem is, without that bolt, it was actually prying on the top of this plate and pulling it out. So just something else to keep in mind to check over going down the road here. That's done. Still waiting on parts for the 76. Skid steer, got the oil dropped out of that. Ryan is changing the oil filters and putting fresh oil in the 4020. And once we get done, we're going to be changing pretty much all the oil out of the 76 because the transmission and the engine oil are next to be replaced on this. So that's all I really have for this video. Thanks for watching. Take care, take it easy, stay warm.